All right, we got another Hyperspace, San Antonio Hyperspace League match between John Medina and myself. John's on the left-hand side of the board, and I am on the right. John is sporting an Empire list with two TIE fighters, two TIE advanced, and a TIE striker. The TIE striker is going to have who's that pilot or who's that card on there? It's Krennic. So you can give prototype to one of the TIE advances. In the TIE advances, he has Maarek Steel. That's the pilot that allows you, whenever you put a crit through, you can draw three cards and you can pick which one goes through. That's going to play a big role in this game. I'm going to point that out when it comes up. It's a good pilot. Z.Storm is also the other TIE advanced. That's the one at the end of the round you can spend your target lock to flip a face down card up. So he's hoping to find some synergy there. There's Marana is the TIE fighter pilot score 4 that allows you to, if you roll a crit, you can cancel your dice and just put a damage card through. Again, looking for some synergy there. Marana has marksmanship and a shield upgrade, I believe. Let's see. Oh, and the other tie is just a regular old tie academy, just to kind of fill out the list. On my side, I'm running two T70s and two A wings on the resistance. My A wings are Lulo and Talli. Lulo and Talli have both have Predator and Heroic. Still trying to find a. I know Crackshot's a good one, but I just figure with Lulo at a range one shot, I really like to have that reroll so I can maximize on that positioning. Also have Lieutenant Bastain. I've been working with that pilot a little bit. I like it a lot. It has a lot of upside for what it does. And I have Ello also. And that's the T70 that if you have, I think it's 3 or less stress, your Talon rolls are considered white. Both T70s have the regen R2 bot on it, heavy laser cannon, the S foils obviously, and Ello has heroic. John's coming out slow, trying to work some positioning on the board. A couple one straights on his tie advances. He's really looking to get the striker in position to target lock on one of my ships so that he can use the prototype that's on Z.Storm. And then, of course, the two TIE fighters just kind of rounding out, trying not to die before they do their thing. I am trying to draw him out. The center of the board is congested, so I know that if I bring my pilots from both directions, that I have an opportunity to get in there and mix it up, get some positioning because of the A wing's ability to position. It gives me a lot of opportunity there in the center of the board. To fly around. Have more maneuverability than most of his ships with my boost and barrel roll abilities. And then my T70s, I'm bringing it on the outside of the board so I can kind of get positioning, find a right strike with the heavy laser cannons, and they can do their work. Too straight from Ello. I'm going to barrel roll here. I put those. I was thinking about those A wings, and I was thinking about bringing them up the right hand side of the board, but I had a feeling he's going to go for my T70s first, and so I didn't want him too far out of combat whenever that engagement happened. And so I'm also trying to coax him. If he splits his forces and then I can converge on one, then I might be able to isolate some of his ships. He does have 5 ships. That's a lot of ships on the board with a lot of hit points. So entering round 2, he's going to advance Elrond into this rock. I think he rolls a hit and loses a shield, which is good for me. And then he's going to 3 bank and target lock. A lot faster than I keep. It's a medium base, and I keep forgetting how fast those things can go. So definitely caught me by a little bit of surprise, but the positioning actually works out for me on this next engagement. John's TIE fighters. Again, he's bringing them in slow. Not a bad idea. It's going to kind of put them in an area to get positioning. We're using that stealth token as the prototype token, so we don't forget that it's out there. Of course, the prototype is if you're firing at a ship that Krennic has target locked, then he can spend a focus or a hit or a crit to remove one shield. Not as good as it used to be, but definitely interesting, especially considering he's really just trying to get through shields and onto hull. So I do like his list a lot. It has a lot of upside, but it gave me a run for my money here for sure. I like my list is one of my I feel like would be one of my more competitive lists if I had the opportunity to actually compete more often. I do like the 2 A-Wing, 2 T-70 list. It's a little difficult to fly at times because the A-Wings can go poof. That is a thing still. But the T-70s are still a ship that I really like to fly, and the list is a lot of fun. I'm doing fairly well with it right now. John brought his advanced 5 straight, get them in position. Now, one thing that's going to be tough for those ships is that if they do not have their action economy, they have a hard time doing what you want them to do. A lot of times you will find yourself taking a target lock and having no mods for defense, and that can hurt sometimes with those ships only having 2 hull or 2 shields, 3 hull. John barrel rolls. That's Marek still there on the bottom of the board that he just barrel rolled. My 2 A-Wings, 2 turn in. I had originally set it in a 1 turn, and I changed it. Obviously, I don't think I would have been where I wanted to be on those rocks. Got to focus and boost here to get the stress, get the extra dice out of lulo. My other ship, Talli, I'm going to do a 2 turn. I'm going to barrel roll and boost to get John's ship in my arc. That's going to give me the ability to use Predator, and also my ability to use Talli's extra dice or whatever it might be with her ability. I debated if I wanted to be in there, and I did it anyways, mostly because I'm only taking 1 shot right now from John, so I went ahead and took the risk. So I thought that 3 bank might jam me up. I got a little worried on this turn, but I 4 straight with Ello, and that makes it. It was really important for me to get those 2 shots off. I really didn't want him exchanging shots mano-a-mano. Even though I do out PS him with Lieutenant Bastain, it was kind of defeat the purpose of what I'm trying to do there. He has 1 shield left. If I put a damage card onto that ship, I'm going to be able to target lock. Alright, so he has initiative. His first shot coming from Marek Still is going to be on the Lieutenant Bastain. I think that is a 1 hit. I might have rolled. Yeah, I rolled an evade. There's a blank hit. Alright, so my 5s are going to shoot now. Starting with Talli in bullseye range 2. I don't believe I roll anything. Yeah, I think I have like focus blank and rolled into another focus, I believe. 3 shots coming from lulo. Spend the focus for 3 hits. I believe he rolls enough there to dodge. He spends his focus, so he takes no damage. It gives a range 1 from Ello. Looks like I'm going to wind up with 2 hits in a crit. He's gonna roll 1 dice, roll 1 evade, which is good for him. So he takes a shield, and then a face up damage card that is console fire. So because he took a damage card, Bastain can target lock him. I was hoping to finish him off before he had the opportunity to shoot here, but. Storm is going to fire at Lulo, which is it's a smart play to attack Lulo. That's a really obnoxious ship late game, so if he can get off the board early, he's going to roll well here. And I'm going to spend Talli's ability, roll an extra dice. I'm going to take 2, so I'm already into half health on Lulo, so I'm going to have to play it fairly defensively. Bastain's going to take his fully modded shot onto that striker there in front of me. Now he has, I believe, 5 hit points left. Spend the target lock on the blank. I wind up with 2 hits and 2 crits here. Want to say he rolls an evade. We'll see what he draws here. What's going to be good about this, so it's a hit. Yeah, he rolled 1 evade, so that's a crit. One of them is, if you do an action, you get the stress, and the other one is blinded pilot. Why that's good for me is he's not going to be able to spend that target lock that he has on Ello right now. So he has 1 hit point. So what I should have done there too, and this is a mistake on my part, is because he took another damage card, I should have just retarget locked him. Got to remember to do that. Bastain's ability is really good, so did his console fire, rolled a focus. That would have been really good if he would have killed himself too. So he's going to take a range 1 shot at Ello. Try to convince him to take it at Bastain. Bastain is unmodified. Ello has heroic and a focus, so you know that my opportunity to dodge shots there is a lot better. But I think he wants to, because he has him target locked, he wants that ability to trigger and for the prototype on Storm, and so maybe he's trying to wear down my shield so he can start working the issue with Ello. And trying to convince him to shoot at Bastain. I feel like it's a better attack, and so I think I'd go for the unmodded, range 1 unmodded. If no one's damaged, you obviously can't focus fire or anything right now, so go for the one you can do damage on. But terrible things happen to Bastain in this game, unfortunately for me. I really like that ship. What's really good about it is it's a PS2, but man, does it have a lot of utility. And you either ignore it because it's a PS2 and you pay for it, or you spend the time killing it and your other aces run free. He rolls like 3 blanks and a focus, so no hits. And he can't modify, so I'm safe there. All right, we're on to round 3. He's going to Aileron into Bastain, and then he's going to 3 bank. He's going to action down. I believe he's going to action down console fire. And that's so that, you don't just die just from playing the game, right? That'd be a tough thing to do. Of course, he's going to have to take a stress because he did the action, and he's going to roll. He rolled a crit. John's fairly new, but he's been playing a lot. I think from like 3 videos. I know I'm playing Charlie on one of them, and I have another one I got to cut with him playing Daryl. Just been putting in a lot of time into the game lately. Yeah, he actually console fire down. The bad thing about him living is that now I'm going to spend another round trying to kill him. Looking at this game, I really feel like I missed an opportunity to 2-turn Talli down to the bottom of the board, but it's got a 1 turn the TIE Fighter. The tough thing about the TIE Fighters is there's no shield, so if he goes over that rock and takes a crit, he takes the crit, and that's just a hard pill to swallow, no matter what you got. So. K-turn with bastain. Again, I should have had that target lock, but a missed opportunity for me. I don't play bastain very well in this game, but he did his job early, I guess. He punched through a bunch of damage onto that PS1 striker. It's going to be a 3-bank from Marana. I think it's seen Marana, maybe. Probably pronouncing that wrong. I pronounce the names of all these wrong. Just going to barrel roll to the outside, maybe try to get an opportunity to get better shots on target. He actually does set up a really good kill zone for one of my A-wings. So I say I kind of missed an opportunity to turn in there. I was a little worried about Lulo taking those 2 damage early. And I wanted to kind of put pressure on John to make sure that he didn't think it was a easy shot for him to take. So he target locked Lulo there. So I mean, obviously he's going for Lulo. I think he tried to set up a bump on Lulo to maybe he thought I was going too straight or whatever it was. And but unfortunately for John, the A-wing has a 5 straight and it's green. So all right, so yeah, Merrick Steel sets up really nicely. Talli roll with Ello. In hindsight, maybe I should have just 3-turned and gone after, because I think bastain could have finished the job, but I said I wanted to make sure that prototype was off the board so that it didn't cause more problems than it needed to. Lulo's gonna move here. 5 straight. 4 or 5 straight. Yeah, 5 straight. Kinda trying to get better with using those back arcs on those A-wings. Really good, but it definitely gives you a lot of targeting priorities. I could have focused and boosted a shot at that TIE Academy. I chose to boost and turn my arc backwards. It pays off for me a little bit. Maybe it could have paid off a little bit more. Actually, I make a mistake here, and I actually could have paid off big for me. I'll point that out as it comes up, but and then I did a 2-bank here with Talli, and that's kind of where I thought maybe if I would have 2-turned towards the bottom of the board, obviously it would have been better, but I'm going to put Talli in a bunch of bad positions this whole game, but she does her job for the most part. Kind of mess this up a little bit. Marek's going to fire, I believe it's range 1 at Talli. Talli is going to lose 1 shield here in the exchange. I don't remember exactly what I rolled. Unmodified. He rolls fairly well, I think. He might have rolled all hits, but whatever it was, I take 1 damage. It's the best I can ask for. He's only going to take 1 other shot after this, so here comes all of my shots. Let's see. So this is kind of where I mess up a little bit. Well, let's see which one I fire first. Yeah, so I got a range 1 with Lulo. I'm going to roll fairly well here. I believe I roll a hit and a crit, and they all go through. I don't remember what the crit is. It's not going to come. Oh, maybe it's just 2 hits. I thought a crit went through, but that. What's good about that is that he has 1 hit point left, and so I checked for Predator there. Rolled 1 crit. He rolled like a blank focus of 8. I forgot to re-roll that dice. That could have been a good chance for me to take. If I would have rolled another hit, then that would have killed that TIE fighter. I got heavy laser cannon. That's something else I've been messing around with these T-70s. I like heavy laser cannon a lot. It's hard to fit it in places. I like HLCs, and I do like regen. But those 2 things together are 8 points, and on 2 ships that's 16 points, and so you're getting up there. Roll 3 hits with the heavy laser. Actually, I think I roll a hit and 2 crits. That's going to take that ship off the board. I guess it was 3 hits, yeah. Oh no, 2 hits and a crit. That's good. That's gonna kill prototype for me. That that's 5 points off the board. That's helpful. I'm breaking up his list. I have the other TIE fighter hurt. That's good. I'm in good position so far in the game. But he still has four ships in the game, and so it's not a gimme. It's still a little bit of an uphill fight for me. As long as I play it right, I should win. But I roll 2 dice here. I think. Yeah, so I used Talli's ability there and evade. I think he rolled 1 hit or whatever it was. TIE fighter's out. I'm gonna move into the next round of the game. I'm going to make my first mistake with... Well, this is my second mistake with bastain. Actually, the first mistake was not retarget locking when when that ship took damage again, which I should have, but I didn't. I'm going to 3-turn him here. And I'm going to land myself on that rock and lose a shield. Not helping my cause, obviously, of trying to win the game, but especially trying to keep him in fight. I was trying to put him somewhere where he'd be close enough if anyone took a damage card, he could target lock them. That's why I'm not too worried about that stress, but... I might not have lost a shield there. I do lose one maybe this round. I can't remember exactly when. But. So that's a 3-turn for Storm. Oh no, that's a Talon roll. That's right. He's going to have both of those ships in good position this turn. Unmodified, but still. He's got the Talon rolls on the TIE advances are really good. It's going to be a 1 turn from the TIE fighter. It'll take me longer than I want to finish the ship off. Another Talon roll here. I should have 3-banked Ello. I think that would have made it, but I was playing it safe. I did a 2 straight. I wasn't really sure where he's going to go with his ship, so I played the safe 2 straight. It's always safe to go 1 or 2 straight with the X-wings, regardless of where or what you're doing. I think it's a 4 straight there from Talli. I believe again, I don't know if I picked the right move here, but I barrel roll and turn the arc backwards. I probably could have focused and turned the arc backwards, but I don't know. I mean, maybe what I was looking at, I didn't think I had it, but so Talli's in a decent position, unmodified, but range 1 shot. I'm gonna get 3 dice on him. I think 3 bank here with lulo. I feel like I play lulo fairly well in this game, other than the first 2 shots. I've been working a lot with the A-wings, trying to get a little better with getting those in better positions, flying them, ducking and dodging them. Just gonna focus and boost here. Give me the 3 dice modified, which is good. And then Ello here. Winning the initiative on this match really helped a lot. Knowing where Maarek was going to be before I moved was very helpful. 2 straight and boost here. I'm going to line up. I got HLC, so I'm going to try to line up my HLC shots. I don't remember who Maarek shoots. Oh yeah, I think he shoots at bastain. Because that's a range 2 from... We could check there's range 2 between Ello and bastain. I really should have just gone straight with bastain. Did anything other than that 3-turn, even a 2-turn. I don't know if it would have made it. I think it would have made it, but the Maybe it's a miss from Maarek, maybe. I didn't look like I rolled any green dice. I'm going to check the bullseye for the HLCs. I'm going to have it. I'm going to roll 4 dice. I think I rolled 2 hits, maybe. I figure I'm unmodified. I would need to roll as many dice as possible to increase my chances of hitting. So 4 dice on the Maarek steel. I believe I rolled 2 hits. I think he dodged there. He rolled pretty well on a couple of these. So 3 dice from Talli. He has to spend his focus, which is good. Gives me the opportunity to try to finish off. It's range 3 from lulo. Gonna spend the focus here for 3 hits, and that's gonna finish off that TIE fighter. Again, I out PS it, so taking it off the board before it has a chance to shoot is always gonna be a good thing. So he's down to 3 ships. I have 4. I have a commanding lead. That will change though. This game will quickly swing in his, well, not in his favor, but definitely back to even here soon. Here's a shot from Storm. No damage. I know I lose the damage somewhere in this round. It might be from this shot here. Maybe not. I lost a shield somewhere there, but I didn't put it on the video. I'm 1 shield down on bastain. And that's going to matter here on this next turn. So the TIE fighter, obviously, is going to go in for a nice block area. If I decided to 1 bank up to clear stress. 1 banking down wasn't a good option. I could have maybe 1 banked up. I should have 3 turned up is what I really should have done. That would have probably been a little smarter, maybe. I don't know. Hindsight and all. Actually, just not being on that rock would have been smarter. But so 3 turned down, trying to jam up the area down there. Kind of get in the face of everybody. Storm is going to 1 bank and bump, so that's good so far. So I'm all good so far. Maarek Steel is going to turn up on me and be at range 1, and he's going to target lock. And so now I have 6 hit points. This should not be a problem. I'll show you with. I'm going to try to talon roll Ello, and my bump, I really feel like that. I guess, I don't know. I was hoping it would make it. I mean, even. I don't know. I misjudged that all entirely. The 3 turn I picked with bastain tells you that I didn't think those 2 ships were going to be close to each other after those maneuvers finished, but obviously they are. So 2 turn here with Talli. It's really close. Like right up against next to that rock. And I believe I boost and turn my arc forward so that it's in a better position. And then I'm gonna 2 turn lulo down, and I think I just turned my arc forward. I probably should have recognized that he was going after bastain. I could have turned the arc forward or focused and turned the arc forward. I probably should have done that. That wouldn't have been a bad thing to be stressed there. I think I just turned the arc forward so that I have more options. And this is one of those things that's tough about the game right now is for me to focus and turn the arc forward, I have to focus first. And I reach for the arc first, thinking that I could boost, and I need to stop touching things. Think through that a little bit more before I start touching my ship, because now that I move that forward, the only action I can do next is boost. I guess there's nothing to say that I have to commit to that. I didn't move anywhere. I know the idea is if you put the template down with a barrel roll or the boost that you've committed to it. I think with the arc it really doesn't matter. This is like putting a focus down and picking it back up, but I don't know, maybe in the spirit of the game. So let's see. He's got yeah. Okay, so watch this. So he's gonna roll like hit, crit. He's gonna re-roll the target lock and roll another hit. So it's gonna be 2 hits and a crit here, right? So I have 6 hit points. I'm gonna blank out or focus and blank, so I can't do anything with that. So he's gonna hit my 2 shields. I think he's gonna crit. And now Maarek Steel's ability is you draw 3 cards. Draws the first one, direct hit, that's 2 damage. Draws the next crit, direct hit, dead, bastain. And that shit was pretty healthy right up until that shot. So, like I said, I had a fairly commanding lead up until that shot. And now it's probably back to even. I gotta definitely watch what I'm doing. The way the game is right now, I think Maarek Steel's kind of a really solid choice if you can't fit Vader in somewhere. And 5 ships on a board is definitely pretty solid. So lulo range 3 shot here through rock. So this is what I was a little worried about. Again, I probably should have focused or whatever it might be. But he wasn't going for lulo. He was going for bastain all the way. I think it was a hit focus there, and he evaded. Two hits from Ello on the Storm. He's gonna lose 1 shield. So just blinking away. And this is another area where the game swings in his favor. He's going to take a shot with the Academy. This next turn is going to be pretty good for John as well. Oh, he had 2 shots on Ello. That's right, because Storm could shoot. I'm not touching Storm. I've been doing this a little bit more instead of just measuring through ships. Picking that. The game is I don't know. It's hard to say it's more precise right now, but getting exact measurements, when you plink away at a game like that, it matters. So. And on that one, it originally looked like that Thai Academy had a shot, but once you took that ship up and you measured again, it was out. So, all right, we're entering into the next round here. No, it's not this next round where he gets the advantage. It's the round after this, but I'll show you. It's going to get a little cluttered here for me, and those TIE fighters' ability to 1 turn really is strong in these little areas, especially when that TIE fighter is really just a blocker. I mean, it's not really kind of counting on that thing to do anything good. It's gonna 1 bank with his TIE fighter here, or his TIE advance. I believe he takes a lock on lulo, maybe. Yeah. And then he's gonna go 5 straight, I think, with Steel, trying to get him into a good spot there. Maybe he thought I was going to go straight with Talli. I put Talli in a pretty decent spot. Both my angles, I think I fly both my A-wings pretty decently up until this next round. He's going to take a target lock on Talli. It's not a bad idea. You got to have those target locks to make their abilities function. So that's the tough thing about him too. It just kind of leaves you a little bare for offense. And so Vader's so strong. It's because you can target lock and focus. But you've really got to find a coordinate or something for the other guys, or play it safe and then dive in with the focus and target lock for the second round of shooting and hope for the best on the first. And then let's see, yeah, it's target lock there. I think I move. Yeah, I'm doing a 2-turn here. I'm gonna block. Kind of saw the block coming, but I thought that I definitely want to keep working on. After that last shot, I knew Maarek still has to come off the board. There's no other ifs, ands, or buts about it. That thing's got to die. I can't let it keep drawing cards on me like that. So, especially with Lulo with no shields, that could turn out to be bad for me. A 2-turn down here. I'm gonna barrel roll to the outside, and I'm gonna boost in. I could have been a little bit more risky with it. Maybe just focused and boost in for a better shot. But again, they're too fragile for that kind of stuff. So I thought it was better to get myself in a position to not get shot and take shots. So I think I maneuver here in a way that I don't give him. Oh, I give him. There, he does have 1 shot this round, but I definitely removed 2 shots from his repertoire. I believe it's a 5 straight out of. Yeah, again, that's a really solid. See, that's why I should have just been stressed last round, because why not, right? I think I'm going to focus and turn my arc backwards. So I'll make sure I say it. I'm making sure I'm being exact, especially with the Hyperspace Prime events coming up. I'm making sure that I actually do everything in the order I'm supposed to. I get in a bad habit with the T70s of barrel rolling and then focusing, and that's not really the way that happens. And it matters, because if you fail the barrel roll, you would still get the stress and no action if you're taking the focus. So waiting to see if you take the focus is actually giving you or waiting to see if you make the barrel roll is giving you a huge advantage. I'm going to plink 2 shields off Maarek here. And I'm checking to make sure again. Just I don't know. Measuring through ships is. I'm just getting away from that bad habit. It is a bad habit. You should always mark them and pick them up. So 3 dice. I think that's 3 natties. Oh, you must have rolled 2 evades. He has 2 hit points left on Maarek. That's going to be a range 2 through a rock there. So I'm going to have my 3 dice on Lulo, which is good. I'm going to need them. I think he rolls pretty well here. He's considering on spending the target lock. I don't think he did. I think he rolled, and I only rolled 1 focus. I think I would have. With Lulo only 2 hit points left, you have the opportunity to kill it, and I think it would. If he were to roll all hits there, I would have been dead, so definitely would have taken that risk. That's what I mean about these A-Wings. They can go poo fast if you're not careful, so... And, you know, I don't know how everybody else handles them, but I think you always go for the risk of opportunity. If you got the opportunity to shoot one, you shoot it, and you spend everything that you have trying to kill it, because... dice are dice, and you can easily win that match. This is where the well, maybe the game evens out a little more. I don't know. I'm gonna lose Talli this round. He might lose Maarek still this round too, but I really feel like I could have better handled Talli. Got a 1 turn here with the TIE fighter. Probably a lot I could have done differently, but. I believe he one banks that TIE advance. And then he's going to Talon roll Maarek still. I'm going to 3 bank Talli. Probably not a bad move, but I'm going to leave him to range 1 shot and then Maarek shot with the target lock. I don't really know if there's any other way I could have gone there. Definitely taking the focus for defense. Maybe should have turned my arc backwards for the stress. And I didn't. So I 3 bank down here with Lulo again, just playing defensively. Got a barrel roll in here, and I'm going to boost down to get my 3 dice. Again, he has no shield, so just playing defensively with that ship. So, and then I think it's a 2 turn from. I guess it might be a 2 bank from Ello. I believe a target lock. Should target lock if I don't target lock. Focus, yeah. I'm not even having good luck with target locks anyways. I'm re-rolling dice back into blanks and focuses, so. Check an arc here, and so we're gonna mark. And he's gonna have a range 2 in arc from Maarek. 3 dice. I believe he rolls natties. I gotta check. The only mod he has is that target lock, so yeah, he's spending it. So looks like he's re-rolling at least one of them. I think that's 3 hits. And I gotta spend the focus to live, so I take a hit and a crit. Don't remember what the crit is. Don't think it's gonna matter. It's not a double. Oh, he's gonna pick him, that's right. I think he gives me blinded pilot. I believe that's blinded pilot. I have a whole stack of burn-up cards on the side over there from the last 2 times he did Maarek. Alright, so it's my turn to shoot. Again, Maarek has 2 hit points left. I want to say I kill him this round. So Talli's firing first, range 1. It's not going to do anything. I rolled decently too, but he has 3 dice and a focus. So So he blocks those. And then I got a range 3 out of the back here. I think I rolled pretty well with these two. Maybe not, just one hit. Again, I do like having the chance to kind of shoot, you know, from anywhere. It's a long range shot, but 2 hits on Maarek, and he rolls like a blank and 2 focuses, and so Marek's dead. So again, I'm back into the lead. He's gonna kill me here with Storm, unfortunately, but range 1, 3 dice. He has a focus. And that's a dead. That's 3 hits. I believe, yeah, it's a dead. I think I even rolled fairly well. I might have rolled 2 evades, but. So 2 ships on 2 ships. I'm winning on points here. Still a dangerous game for me, though. Lulo's half points. Maarek, his TIE Fighter's fully healthy. Not that that matters too much, but that's still 2 dice, and they can be dangerous. He's only missing 1 shield on Storm. I believe I'm missing 1 or 2 on Ello. I can't remember exactly. Or I might not be. I might be completely healthy here. I'm going to disengage a little bit. Let my healthy T-70 try to deal with Maarek. Or not Maarek, with Storm. That's trying to put myself into a position to win the game over the long term. Need 3 banks here. I believe he barrel rolls, maybe. I Talon roll. We're out of each other's arc. I think after that turn, I take the target lock, because if I can't shoot him and I'm not getting shot, might as well take the target lock. So I wasn't gonna let the shot go through anyways, even if he didn't barrel roll, I would have boosted out of that arc. So I didn't want to let him have the free shot this round. 2 turn, and then I'm gonna boost and focus, I believe, or focus and then boost. Target lock there, and there are no shots. So I thought about a boost or a barrel roll, but at the end of the day, it was best to. I guess I could have barrel rolled, and then I could have had a more wide open Talon roll the next round, but I was okay with the gearing up on the mod. So we're in the next round. There are 3 rounds left in this game. We're closing in on time. This one does go to time. He's got a 1 turn with his TIE Fighter. Again, that's good. That's kind of what you wanted it to do. It's a blocker when it needs to be, and then it's like perimeter dink shots when it needs to be. So it can be very effective if you don't take them out of the fight. So 4K here. I'm gonna. Should have 2 turned in, but I 3 bank. I'm taking the long road again. I can't risk lulo, and I thought he might be chasing lulo, so I do not want to give him free shots with lulo right now. I gotta use lulo as perimeter. So I'm gonna move his arc forward, take the stress. I got the 2 and 3 bank greens on those guys, so I'm in a good position. Steven was sitting over the side. He thought I should have Talon rolled the other way. I agree. I probably should have, but I didn't. And I'm gonna boost here. I'm going to pay a little bit for this move, but I still think it gets me in a good position. I still have 2 regens too, so not too worried. And something I need to keep remembering is I have that heavy laser cannon, so range 2 here. Ello fires first. Spin the target lock. I believe that's 3 hits. He thought that was dead. He blanked out, but he has a shield, so actually he has 1 hit point left. I messed that up a little bit. That's okay though. I could have just let him take it off the board, but I want these matches to be a good indicator of what people might want to do with their lists for Hyperspace. So I don't want any, cheap wins. I want them to be fairly meaningful. I lose 2 shields here. So I got 4 hull, 1 shield. I'm not the half yet, and regen's going to help me stay that way. So that's why I'm not too worried about losing anything right yet. I dodged that, so whatever that was, it might have been 1 hit. I think I rolled 1 evade. I'm going to enter into the next round, second from the last round. I'm going to position lulo. He's going to block a talon roll of mine. I'm going to regen a shield just for some insurance. And no other damage is exchanged. I do understand positioning, but I think I always go, if it's in doubt, I take the modification, because modified Hail Marys can still be pretty good. So probably should have talon rolled the other way, but again, I wanted that ship dead, so if I would have 1 bank, that would have been really good. But I thought he might be 1 straighting or something like that. Again, I was trying not to give him, free chance, not without lulo being in the mix. So focus and boosting, hoping to get a Hail Mary shot from lulo. Again, even if I don't, I got that 5 green straight, so no harm, no foul on that one. And I'm going to regen a shield here, go weapons disabled, and jam myself up with a talon roll. Lulo's Hail Mary goes nowhere, and his goes nowhere, I believe. I guess I did lose 1 there, so I'm back down. That's that regen. So that regen one I got just went off again, so. I dialed in a 4 straight, thinking that he might try to block. Of course, I just barely skipped past. I was going to try to maybe even do a 5 straight, but the 4 straight worked. Going to be a range 1 of Storm. I'm going to 1 bank with Ello, barrel roll, focus barrel roll, and I'm going to finish off Storm. That's time after this game. I won on points, but still a really close game. Hope you enjoy. I will have this up on YouTube soon and try to get more games out this week.